For centuries, Saturn's rings captivated humanity with their ethereal beauty, a symbol of cosmic wonder and mystery. We marveled at their shimmering expanse, assuming them to be nothing more than frozen remnants drifting silently through the void. But what if these celestial bands had something far greater, something alive, intelligent, and unimaginably ancient? In 2047, an elite team of scientists and explorers set out on a daring mission to uncover the truth behind the ring's enigmatic nature. What they discovered would challenge everything we thought we knew about life, technology, and our place in the universe. From hidden structures pulsating with alien energy to encounters with beings whose existence defies comprehension, this is a story of exploration, revelation, and the eternal quest for understanding. Prepare to journey beyond the boundaries of human knowledge into Saturn's ring secrets, the hidden universe within Dash. The year was 2047 when humanity finally decided to confront one of the greatest mysteries of our solar system, the enigmatic rings of Saturn. These ethereal bands had fascinated astronomers since Galileo first glimpsed them through his telescope in 1610. Yet, despite centuries of observation, no one truly understood what lay beneath their glittering surface. To most, they were nothing more than frozen debris orbiting the gas giant, a celestial phenomenon devoid of intrigue. But whispers among scientists suggested otherwise. Whispers of anomalies unexplained by conventional science. Subtle gravitational fluctuations. Patterns too symmetrical to be natural. It was enough to convince the United Earth Space Agency to launch the most ambitious mission in human history, Expedition Kronos. Their vessel, the Immerse Dash, was unlike anything ever built before. Sleek and angular, it bristled with cutting-edge technology designed to withstand the harsh conditions of deep space. Its crew consisted of 12 individuals handpicked from every corner of the globe, astrophysicists, engineers, biologists, linguists, all united by a single purpose, to explore Saturn's rings up close. Their primary objective seemed simple enough, to map the rings in unprecedented detail using advanced imaging systems. However, tucked away in classified mission briefings, there existed another goal, one shrouded in secrecy even from many aboard the ship itself. Reports of peculiar radio signals emanating from the rings had surfaced months prior. Signals that pulsed rhythmically, almost like communication. As the Immerse approached Saturn, excitement mingled with unease among the crew. From their vantage point, the rings appeared infinite, stretching endlessly across the horizon. Each fragment caught the sunlight, creating a dazzling mosaic of light and shadow. Yet closer inspection revealed imperfections, dark patches where materials seemed thinner, gaps that hinted at something concealed below. The ship's sensors began detecting irregularities immediately upon entering orbit. Temperature variations inconsistent with inert matter. Magnetic fields behaving erratically. And then there were the readings that didn't make sense at all, spikes in energy levels accompanied by faint vibrations resonating through the hull. Whatever awaited them inside those rings, it wasn't going to be ordinary. Descending into the rings required precision navigation unlike anything attempted before. The Immerse deployed smaller reconnaissance drones equipped with reinforced shields capable of deflecting micrometeorites. As these robotic scouts ventured deeper, their cameras transmitted images back to the mothership. At first glance, everything appeared typical, ice particles ranging from microscopic flakes to boulder-sized chunks drifting lazily through space. But amidst this chaotic sea of debris, patterns began to emerge. Concentric circles etched onto larger fragments, perfectly aligned with neighboring pieces. Geometric shapes carved into surfaces that could only have been formed intentionally. Dr. Elena Vasquez, lead astrophysicist aboard the Immerse Dash, stared at her monitor in disbelief. She had spent years studying Saturn's rings, poring over data collected by earlier missions. Never once had she encountered anything remotely resembling artificial design. Yet here it was, undeniable evidence of intelligent manipulation. Her heart raced as she cross-referenced the findings with historical records. No known asteroid impact or gravitational force could account for such precise arrangements. Someone, or something, had altered the rings long before humans reached for the stars. Meanwhile, Dr. Marcus Chun, head of xenobiology, focused on analyzing chemical compositions detected by the drones. Spectrographic scans revealed trace elements unfamiliar to terrestrial databases, compounds that shouldn't exist outside laboratory conditions. More intriguing still were the biological markers mixed in with the minerals. Organic compounds arranged in complex chains suggestive of cellular structures. Could life actually thrive within the frigid vacuum of Saturn's rings? If so, how? Questions piled atop questions, each answer leading to new uncertainties. Back on the bridge, Captain Riya Patel oversaw operations with quiet determination. Every decision weighed heavily on her shoulders. She knew the risks involved, not just to her crew, but to humanity itself. Uncovering proof of extraterrestrial intelligence would rewrite history overnight. But failure carried equally dire consequences. Returning empty-handed after squandering billions of credits might spell the end of interplanetary exploration funding altogether. Still, she trusted her team implicitly. Together, they represented the pinnacle of human achievement. If anyone could unravel the secrets hidden within Saturn's rings, it was them. With mounting evidence pointing toward artificial intervention, the decision was made to send a manned probe directly into the densest region of the rings. Dubbed Operation Perseus, the plan involved deploying a modified shuttlecraft fitted with experimental shielding technology. Piloted by Lieutenant Alexei Volkov, renowned for his calm under pressure, the shuttle embarked on its perilous journey. Around him, the rings loomed larger, their icy particles reflecting sunlight like countless tiny mirrors. Visibility dwindled rapidly as he penetrated deeper, relying solely on instruments to guide him. Suddenly, the shuttle scanners picked up movement ahead. Not random drifts of debris, but coordinated motion. Fragments shifted position, forming pathways and barriers seemingly designed to direct traffic flow. Alexei's pulse quickened as realization dawned. He wasn't alone out here. Someone, or something, was actively managing this section of the rings. His calm link crackled to life as voices from the Etherius echoed anxiously in his ears. Orders poured in, urging caution yet demanding answers. Pressing onward, Alexei soon encountered what could only be described as architecture. Towering spires constructed from translucent material rose majestically from the surrounding chaos. Intricate lattice work adorned their surfaces, glowing faintly with internal illumination. Streams of luminescent particles flowed between structures, weaving intricate patterns reminiscent of neural networks. It was beautiful yet terrifying, a city suspended in space, silent witness to eons passing unnoticed. Guided by instinct, Alexei maneuvered closer until he hovered mere meters above one of the towers. Reaching out with mechanical arms attached to the shuttle, he retrieved a sample fragment. Back on board the Etherius Dash, initial analysis confirmed suspicions. This wasn't merely construction. It was engineering on a scale incomprehensible to human minds. Blueprints encoded within molecular structures suggested self-replicating nanotechnology. Entire ecosystems supported entirely without reliance on traditional resources like water or oxygen. This place wasn't just inhabited, it was alive. News of Alexei's discovery spread quickly throughout the ship, sparking both wonder and fear among the crew. For weeks, they had speculated about the possibility of finding signs of intelligent life. Now faced with tangible proof, reality hit harder than anticipated. Meetings convened around the clock as specialists debated next steps. Should they attempt contact? Risk disturbing whatever civilization called the rings home? Or retreat quietly, preserving knowledge while avoiding potential conflict? Ultimately, curiosity outweighed caution. Armed with newfound understanding of the ring's composition, teams prepared to venture outside via pressurized exosuits. Equipped with tools capable of interacting safely with alien materials, they stepped cautiously onto one of the platforms connecting nearby towers. Beneath their boots, the ground pulsed softly, responding to their presence. Bioluminescent veins crisscrossed the surface, casting eerie shadows across helmet visors. Exploration revealed wonders beyond imagination. Chambers filled with swirling gases displayed holographic projections detailing astronomical phenomena. Libraries encoded within crystalline matrices contained volumes of information awaiting translation. Most astonishing of all were the organisms themselves, gelatinous creatures composed entirely of liquid metal alloys. They moved fluidly, morphing shapes effortlessly as if sculpted by invisible hands. Communication proved challenging initially, limited to gestures and basic sounds. But patience paid off as rudimentary exchanges established trust. These beings referred to themselves as the Weavers, ancient custodians tasked with maintaining balance within the rings. Through fragmented conversations pieced together over time, researchers learned their origins traced back millions of years. Born from primordial storms raging across Saturn's upper atmosphere, They evolved symbiotically alongside the rings themselves. Over millennia, they developed technologies enabling survival in environments lethal to carbon-based life forms. In turn, they cultivated the rings into habitats supporting diverse ecosystems flourishing unseen by outsiders. Despite cultural differences, mutual respect blossomed between humans and weavers. Shared goals emerged: preservation of knowledge, protection of fragile ecosystems, collaboration toward mutual benefit. Hope flickered brightly amidst uncertainty. Perhaps coexistence wasn't impossible after all. Further interaction with the weavers unveiled layers of complexity previously unimaginable. Their society operated on principles vastly different from human norms. Concepts of individuality blurred, replaced instead by collective consciousness prioritizing harmony over personal gain. Decisions made collectively ensured stability, minimizing discord inherent in hierarchical systems. Communication relied less on spoken language and more on shared experiences conveyed telepathically. Emotions translated physically through color shifts rippling across their metallic bodies. Happiness manifested as vibrant hues, sorrow dimmed tones to muted shades. Scientific breakthroughs accelerated exponentially thanks to insights gleaned from Weaver technology. Adaptive materials mimicking self-healing properties revolutionized manufacturing processes. Quantum computing capabilities expanded exponentially, unlocking solutions to problems plaguing Earth for decades. Medical advancements promised cures for diseases considered incurable. Yet alongside progress came ethical dilemmas. How much influence should humanity exert over alien cultures? Was exploitation justified under guise of advancement? Debates raged fiercely, dividing opinions sharply. Captain Patel wrestled daily with responsibility weighing heavily on her conscience. Balancing ambition against morality tested resolve repeatedly. Ultimately, she chose transparency, sharing discoveries openly with global audiences. Public reaction varied wildly from jubilation celebrating achievements to outrage condemning interference. Politicians seized opportunities, leveraging developments politically. Corporations clamored greedily, eager to capitalize financially. Amidst turmoil, one fact remained clear: humanity stood irrevocably changed forever. While celebrations erupted worldwide following revelations of successful contact, darker forces lurked unseen behind scenes. Intelligence agencies monitored communications closely, seeking advantage amidst chaos. Shadowy organizations plotted covert operations aimed at securing exclusive access to Weaver tech. Espionage infiltrated ranks, compromising security protocols safeguarding sensitive data. Trust eroded gradually, suspicion poisoning relationships once solid. On board the Etherius Dash, tensions escalated dangerously. Rumors circulated regarding unauthorized transmissions sent secretly. Allegiances shifted unpredictably, alliances fractured irreparably. Even among friends, paranoia reigned supreme. Accusations flew recklessly, accusations lacking substantiation, yet damaging nonetheless. Factions formed based purely on speculation, loyalty questioned constantly. Leadership faltered under strain, authority undermined systematically. Amidst discord, the Weavers observed silently, interpreting actions contextually. Understanding motivations proved difficult given stark contrasts separating philosophies. Patience waned noticeably, tolerance thinning visibly. Concern mounted regarding escalating hostilities, threatening stability, painstakingly maintained thus far. Intervention loomed inevitable unless resolution occurred swiftly. Diplomacy attempted reconciliation desperately, efforts failing miserably. Misunderstandings compounded exponentially, mistrust deepening disastrously. Violence threatened eruption imminently, peace teetering precariously on edge razor-sharp. Desperation drove decisions rashly, consequences ignored callously. Catastrophe awaited inevitability grimly, destiny sealed tragically. Realizing impending disaster, Dr. Vasquez proposed drastic measures. Utilizing Weaver assistance, she devised plan neutralizing threats preemptively. Strategic deployment electromagnetic pulses disrupted rogue transmissions effectively. Surveillance equipment disabled globally, preventing further breaches confidentiality critical. Security tightened rigorously, protocols reinforced stringently. Simultaneously, diplomatic negotiations intensified fervently. Mediators appointed impartially facilitated dialogue constructively. Terms agreed mutually emphasized cooperation exclusively. Exploitation prohibited categorically. Agreements formalized legally binding permanently, ensuring compliance universally. Transparency mandated explicitly, accountability enforced strictly. Gradual restoration, order ensued methodically. Trust rebuilt incrementally, confidence restored progressively. Unity reaffirmed collectively, solidarity strengthened resiliently. Lessons learned painfully acknowledged humbly, growth embraced willingly. Challenges overcome victoriously, triumph celebrated joyfully. Future envisioned optimistically projected possibilities limitless. Potential realized fully harnessed responsibly. Boundaries transcended boldly. Horizons expanded infinitely. Dreams transformed realities tangibly. Aspirations achieved concretely. Legacy forged enduringly inspired generations perpetually. Years passed since initial contact. Legacy expedition Chronos indelible. Impact reverberated profoundly, shaping trajectories, civilizations galactically. Technologies integrated seamlessly, enhancing quality life universally. Education prioritized inclusively, fostering innovation collaboratively. Sustainability championed passionately, protecting environments conscientiously. Philosophical shifts occurred fundamentally, perspectives broadened empathetically. Appreciation interconnectedness embraced wholeheartedly. Unity celebrated enthusiastically. Barriers dissolved harmoniously. Divisions reconciled peacefully. Diversity cherished respectfully. Uniqueness honored genuinely. Humanity evolved spiritually, transcending limitations historically. Consciousness expanded exponentially. Awareness heightened intuitively. Purpose clarified meaningfully. Existence enriched holistically. Fulfillment attained authentically. Happiness realized genuinely. Journey continued endlessly. Exploration pursued relentlessly. Mysteries unraveled persistently. Knowledge accumulated continuously. Adventures embarked courageously. Discoveries made marvelously. Wonder experienced eternally. Awe inspired perpetually. As the story of Expedition Chronos unfolded, humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos shifted irrevocably. What began as a mission to explore Saturn's rings had blossomed into an odyssey that transcended scientific discovery. The Weavers, with their ancient wisdom and symbiotic relationship with the rings, became more than just allies, they became teachers. Their philosophy of collective harmony challenged human notions of individualism and competition. For centuries, Earth's societies had been built on hierarchies, driven by ambition, greed, and conflict. Here, amidst the shimmering expanse of Saturn's rings, was a civilization that thrived without rulers, borders, or exploitation. The lessons learned from the Weavers rippled outward, influencing everything from global politics to interpersonal relationships. Nations that once clashed over resources now collaborated on interstellar research projects. Corporations redefined profit not as monetary gain but as contributions to shared knowledge. Schools rewrote curricula to emphasize empathy, cooperation, and ecological stewardship. Even art and culture evolved, reflecting a newfound reverence for interconnectedness. Paintings depicted humans and weavers working side by side. Music mimicked the pulsating rhythms of the rings, and literature explored themes of unity and coexistence. But perhaps the most profound change occurred within individuals themselves. Those who had witnessed the wonders of Saturn's hidden universe returned to Earth forever changed. They spoke of awe-inspiring moments when they stood among the crystalline spires, feeling the hum of life coursing through the structures beneath their feet. They described encounters with weaver entities whose liquid metal forms shimmered like living sculptures, communicating emotions through colors and vibrations. These experiences left indelible marks on their souls, igniting a sense of purpose far greater than any personal ambition. Yet, for all the progress made, shadows lingered at the edges of this new dawn. Not everyone embraced the changes brought about by contact with the Weavers. Skeptics dismissed the mission as a waste of resources better spent solving problems on Earth. Conspiracy theorists claimed the entire expedition was fabricated to manipulate public opinion. Others feared that reliance on alien technology would render humanity dependent, eroding self-sufficiency and innovation. Some even viewed the Weavers themselves with suspicion, questioning whether their benevolence masked ulterior motives. These dissenting voices grew louder as tensions on Earth mounted. Climate crises worsened despite technological advancements, exposing cracks in the facade of unity. Economic disparities persisted, fueling resentment among those who felt left behind by the rapid pace of change. Political factions emerged, advocating for isolationism and a return to traditional values. Protests erupted in major cities, with banners reading slogans like Earth First and No to Alien Influence. Violence flared sporadically, targeting institutions associated with the Saturn mission. Amidst this turmoil, Captain Patel and her crew found themselves caught between two worlds. On one hand, they were hailed as heroes, symbols of humanity's potential to transcend its limitations. On the other, they faced accusations of betrayal, accused of abandoning Earth's struggles in pursuit of cosmic glory. The weight of expectation bore down heavily, testing their resolve and forcing them to confront uncomfortable truths about their own motivations. In response to growing unrest, the Weavers offered a solution both simple and profound: balance. They explained that their society had achieved stability not through domination or suppression but through equilibrium. Every action taken considered its impact on the whole, ensuring no single element overwhelmed the others. This principle extended beyond their immediate environment to encompass the broader ecosystem of Saturn's rings and beyond. Inspired by this philosophy, Dr. Chen proposed an initiative called Project Equilibrium. Its aim was to apply Weaver principles to address Earth's challenges. Teams of scientists, engineers, and sociologists worked together to develop sustainable technologies powered by renewable energy sources. Architects redesigned urban spaces to prioritize greenery and communal areas over concrete sprawl. Educators implemented programs teaching children the importance of empathy, collaboration, and environmental responsibility. Slowly but surely, signs of improvement began to emerge. Carbon emissions decreased as cleaner alternatives gained traction. Biodiversity rebounded in regions where conservation efforts aligned with local communities' needs. Social initiatives fostered dialogue between groups divided by ideology, reducing polarization. While challenges remained, hope flickered brighter than ever before, a testament to the power of collective effort guided by shared vision. Back aboard the Aetheris Dash, preparations commenced for the next phase of exploration. Having established trust with the Weavers, the crew received permission to delve deeper into the ring's mysteries. Guided by their hosts, they ventured into uncharted territories where gravitational anomalies warped space-time itself. Time dilation effects became noticeable, minutes stretching into hours as they approached certain regions. Colors shifted unpredictably, light bending in ways defying conventional physics. It was as if the rings contained pockets of alternate realities, each offering glimpses into possibilities unimaginable. One such pocket revealed a breathtaking sight: a massive sphere suspended within the rings, radiating soft golden light. Its surface shimmered like liquid gold, undulating gently, as if alive. As the crew drew closer, they realized it wasn't solid but composed of countless microscopic organisms moving in perfect synchrony. These creatures emitted harmonic frequencies resonating throughout the surrounding area, creating an atmosphere of serenity and wonder. The Weavers referred to this phenomenon as the singularity, a nexus point where matter, energy, and consciousness converged. Scientific instruments struggled to capture data accurately, readings fluctuating wildly, as if reality itself resisted quantification. Yet intuitively, the crew understood they were witnessing something sacred, a manifestation of creation's essence. Tears welled up in their eyes as they absorbed the sheer magnitude of existence unfolding before them. In that moment, distinctions between self and other dissolved, leaving only pure awareness connected to everything. Returning to Earth proved bittersweet. While eager to share their discoveries, the crew grappled with the challenge of conveying experiences beyond words. How could they describe the singularity's transcendent beauty, or the sensation of merging with universal consciousness? Attempts fell short, reduced to mere approximations lacking depth and nuance. Still, they persevered, knowing their testimony carried weight capable of inspiring future generations. Lectures filled auditoriums worldwide, audiences hanging on to every word. Documentaries aired on major networks, captivating viewers with stunning visuals and heartfelt narratives. Books chronicling the expedition climbed bestseller lists, sparking debates in academic circles and casual conversations alike. Art installations recreated scenes from the rings using holograms and soundscapes, immersing participants in simulated environments evoking awe and introspection. Through these mediums, humanity glimpsed fragments of truths too vast for full comprehension. Each interpretation added layers to the collective understanding, enriching the tapestry of knowledge woven from threads of curiosity, courage, and collaboration. Though imperfect, these efforts bridged gaps between worlds, fostering appreciation for the boundless mysteries awaiting discovery. Decades passed, yet the legacy of Expedition Kronos endured. New missions launched regularly, building upon foundations laid by pioneers brave enough to venture into the unknown. Spacecraft equipped with advanced versions of Weaver technology traversed distances previously deemed impossible. Colonies sprang up on moons orbiting gas giants, thriving thanks to innovations derived from insights gained during initial contact. Humanity expanded steadily, spreading across the solar system while maintaining respect for celestial ecosystems encountered along the way. Meanwhile, back on Earth, cultures continued evolving under influence of lessons learned. Cities transformed into verdant havens blending seamlessly with natural landscapes. Economies shifted focus from consumption to contribution, rewarding acts benefiting the greater good. Governments embraced transparency, prioritizing citizen well-being over power consolidation. Conflicts diminished significantly, replaced by dialogue seeking common ground rather than victory. Even language adapted, incorporating terms coined during interactions with the weavers. Words like weave to harmonize disparate elements, and singularity flow, the state of being deeply attuned to universal rhythms, entered everyday usage, reflecting shifts in mindset and values. Children born long after the original expedition grew up surrounded by reminders of humanity's expanded horizons, instilling dreams of exploring stars beyond Saturn. And so, the journey continues, a never-ending quest fueled by insatiable curiosity and boundless imagination. Saturn's rings remain a beacon calling explorers to uncover secrets hidden within their depths. But they are no longer destinations unto themselves. They serve as gateways opening doors to infinite possibilities. As you listen to this tale, consider your role in shaping humanity's future. Will you join those daring to push boundaries, challenging what is known to discover what lies beyond? Will you embrace philosophies emphasizing unity over division, sustainability over depletion, wonder over indifference? The choice rests in your hands, guided by stories inspiring action and reflection. If this narrative resonated with you, subscribe now to stay updated on upcoming adventures spanning galaxies and epochs. Together, let us embark on journeys transcending time and space, celebrating the marvels of existence shared by all beings fortunate enough to gaze skyward and dream. Subscribe today and become part of a community dedicated to exploring the cosmos, one story at a time.